I am Bable Jonathan, and this is the 6 p.m. primetime newscast on Equinoxe television, live from our headquarters in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala. In our top stories in this edition of the news: cases of post-traumatic stress disorder and psychological conditions are on the rise in the far north region of the Republic of Cameroon. These are consequences of the recurrent Boko Haram attacks on villages in that part of the Republic of Cameroon. And out of the country, more than 1 million people are suffering the consequences of a close to 4-year drought in Madagascar. Those were our top stories. Inhabitants of several villages in the far north region of the Republic of Cameroon continue suffering the consequences of recurrent attacks by militants of the Nigerian terrorist sect Boko Haram on that part of the Republic of Cameroon. Post-traumatic stress disorder and other psychological conditions are on the rise in some parts of the far north region, and these are consequences of attacks by militants of Boko Haram, as Immaculate Fogwe reports.
The violence orchestrated by militants of the Boko Haram terrorist sect since 2014 in the far north region is having an adverse effect on the mental health of those living in the area. The continuous killings, burnings, raping, kidnappings and displacement has resulted to a surge in post-traumatic stress disorder and other psychological conditions linked to the armed conflict. Women and children are said to be the most affected. We are going through hard times due to the armed conflict orchestrated by Boko Haram militants. I lost my son in the course of the armed conflict. Since then, his mother has been crying all day. She has even locked herself in the room. I am scared she might suffer with a mental disease in the long run. Et moi, en tant que papa, je suis vraiment... Women suffer a lot due to lack of finances. Our husbands are unable to cater for the needs of the family. And now, all the burden is on the woman. She has to go to the farm or do petty trade. Some of our husbands have been killed, leaving us to struggle by ourselves. Sometimes we are forced to send our daughters to early marriages in order to reduce the burden. During the commemoration of World Mental Health Day in Marwa, it was revealed by the OIM organization that the far north region lacks psychologists and trained social workers to deal with the glaring problem of mental health. According to the organization, the non-follow-up of such cases will result to mental disease. It is for this reason that a sensitization campaign was organized to train families on the importance of properly managing their mental health in times of conflict. The commemoration ended up with a sports walk.
Inhabitants of Tela neighborhood in Kribi South region of the Republic of Cameroon are darkest drawn with the Lands Management Institution, MITU. They are accusing the institution of seizing the lands illegally. Smanjikan Gabriel has more.
The population of Tela village in Kribi are angry with agents of MITU. The people were surprised that agents of MITU were planting pillars on the land to later sell out. MITU was attempting to plant pillars on my land. When I saw them, I moved towards the agent, and just when I wanted to speak, they called the police to intimidate me. Then I called my brothers, and when the police saw them, it was difficult for them to arrest me.
Impuissantes qu'ils étaient, lorsqu'ils ont entendu qu'on va appeler les médias, ils ont fui.
The problem of land involving the natives of Tela dates as far back as 1995, when MITU obtained a land certificate to get control of 200 hectares of land, which was contested by the inhabitants of Tela. The land you see behind us belongs to our forefathers. If MITU is coming today, There have never been a time we came to the land with an administrative official or traditional ruler. Nothing. So we are asking how they managed to get a land certificate for this land.
Les mamans ont cultivé ici des champs de manioc, le plantain, les avocatiers, les manguiers. Ils ont tout terrassé.
Mighty is laying claims on the Public Utility Declaration signed by the government in 1984 to take over the land, a declaration that the population say is fake.
In Kongsamba, in the Mungo Division, littoral region of Cameroon, the population are expressing concerns, worries about the state of their roads. Many of the roads running across the municipality are in a very bad state. Inosenazi reports.
The road networks in Kongsamba 2, like those of Carrefour Leroy and Three Stars and the National Road number 5, are horrible. Users complain of difficulties accessing these roads, frequent breakdown of their vehicles and motorbikes, high transportation fare and accidents.
Si on porte une femme là qui est en travail, là, elle va coucher dans la voiture ou sur la moto.
Si vraiment vous nous donnez cette route.
According to Mayor Patrice Samen, only the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development can help cure these problems to meet his campaign promise. Another problem the population have been facing is that of electricity. The locals say lack of energy supply, especially street lights, plunged them into insecurity. With the installation of solar panels which illuminate streets in the Kongsamba 2 municipality, a sigh of relief is expressed by the population. Mayor Patrice Samen hopes his final request to reconstruct the deplorable roads is granted for his municipality to become a beautiful garden.
Financial regulatory organs in Central Africa, or in the Central African sub-region, are still not ready to visa cryptocurrencies despite its fast penetration, or the fast penetration of the cryptocurrencies into member countries. And CEMAC officials saying those engaged into crypto trading should be ready to individually bear the risk and consequences involved. Details with Fomi Armstrong-Sander.
The global value or crypto market cap as of October the 12th, 2021 stands at $2.29 trillion, and experts in the financial domain forecast a continuous growth throughout the rest of 2021. However, within the Central African Economic and Monetary Community (CEMAC) sub-region, the stability and future of cryptocurrencies remains uncertain despite a steady penetration. The Regulatory Bank of Central African States (BEAC) is not yet ready to articulate a regulatory policy for cryptocurrencies.
Our regional regulator is working on this subject to know how we can manage all crypto money.
Speaking in Douala, Cameroon during a symposium of CEMAC investors, the Director General of the Stock Exchange of Central African States, BVMAC, came back to the gains of the unified CEMAC stock exchange market.
We have many values, we have many titles, we have many actions, we have many bonds on the market because we are united. And now, when you are an investor and you want to invest, you can follow bonds and stocks all around the region.
He further emphasized that BVMAC is open with technical and financial assistance to private enterprises within the CEMAC sub-region.
And in news out of Cameroon, in Madagascar, more than 1 million people are suffering from a 4-year drought, and the World Food Programme says it is the worst in 40 years. Madagascar is also at risk of seeing the world's first climate change produce famine, and the country has long been prone to the droughts and floods, but this time around a 4-year spell of drought has pushed at least 30,000 people to level 5 of famine. That is the highest internationally recognized level of food insecurity according to the United Nations World Food Programme, and it fears that the figures could rise dramatically in the coming days. Now we wrap up the first part of this newscast with this advertorial on the high quality products of Soos to be.
I know you are wondering who I am and what I'm doing here. Then listen to my story. I was born by you. I was born for you. Since 10 years, I am with you in all your events. I have equipped myself with quality material issued from the latest technology with a high tech. Laboratory following ISO standard. I am supported by efficient, available, dedicated and professional staff. Logistical means to reach the entire territory. But all of these achievements have been made thanks to your support. The 10 years old child I am has been able to make an impression, give people a smile, make everyday life easier, and recreate good habits. Thanks to your support. Thanks to your critic, they make me improve. Thanks to your counsel, they made me improve. I failed and I got up. So too, I have learned from my mistakes. Thanks to you. I knew how to question myself. Wisdom and maturity are not a matter of years. For 10 years now, you have led your confidence in me. You love me, adopted me. Indeed, I promise to bring you more satisfaction for the upcoming 10 years. That's my story. I am only 10 years old and I hope to grow by your side for the following 10 years. I am Soos du pays.
Talking Point is up next. Thank you for staying with us in Talking Point. Today we are talking about opportunities in digital economy, and of course we are receiving a digital entrepreneur, Ronnie Rostan. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Makala.
You are the CEO of Bell and Community Group of Companies, and today we are looking at some very important opportunities in digital economy for individuals, for organizations, and for countries. And one of those opportunities is the cryptocurrency. Tell us, what is it, this cryptocurrency?
Okay, cryptocurrency basically are digital assets that uses cryptography for their security. And these are like digital money that were created, or that is being created to serve the purpose that money does, like to do the things that money can do, like the buying of goods and services, transfer of value, and many more. So basically, that is what we call cryptocurrency.
So, in simple terms, we are talking about digital money. Money that's not physical, not coins, not paper, but on the internet.
Exactly.
Right. Now, how is this money being used to purchase goods, for other transactions, financial transactions, and so on.
Okay, this money being used, cryptocurrency, being used for the purchase of goods and services, all depend on the organization or the company that will accept cryptocurrency. If a shop, let's say a company, decides to accept, let's say Bitcoin, which is a cryptocurrency, for the purchase of their goods and services, they will have a protocol that you have to follow to do a purchase using your cryptocurrency, and they will have a specific cryptocurrency that they will accept, because when we talk about cryptocurrency, there are more than 5,000 cryptocurrency, and not all is being accepted by a specific company or organization. So it all depends on the cryptocurrency that the organization is accepting.
And apart from the fact that cryptocurrency is not physical, what are the other factors, what are the other qualities that make it different from the physical money that we use every day? Francs, CFA, dollar, euro, what are the other differences?
Okay. Cryptocurrency, basically, I'll first of all say that they are decentralized. There is no bank, no institution that control the flow of cryptocurrency. They cannot be counterfeited, and their value is being backed by their purchasing power. So if you have a cryptocurrency and nobody is using it, maybe nobody purchases that cryptocurrency, it will not have value. For example, Bitcoin back in 2009 was, you could purchase with just $1. And as time grew by, people got interest in purchasing Bitcoin, using Bitcoin for transaction transfer of value. The value of Bitcoin keep rising based on the purchasing power. So there is this aspect of cryptocurrency, that is the limited supply of cryptocurrency. Most cryptocurrency have a limited supply. So after the creation of Bitcoin, a specific amount of Bitcoin was made into circulation, and new ones can be printed. So with this limited supply, there must be scarcity if people are using this cryptocurrency, and it will spark the value to rise. Whereas like for fiat,
so in 2009 you said it cost just $1 to buy one Bitcoin, just $1.
Exactly.
And then today
the price of Bitcoin is roughly around $54,000. That is more than 25 million francs CFA, and it has seen a significant growth after companies and even countries adopting cryptocurrency Bitcoin as a legal tender. For the case of El Salvador, that they have accepted and adopted Bitcoin for the goods, paying of goods and services in their country. And this is what I'm talking about, purchasing power and the value.
Okay, talking about the use of cryptocurrency for financial transactions, there is what you refer to, the experts in the area refer to as the blockchain technology. Can you explain this blockchain technology, how it's been used to be able to carry out financial transactions with the cryptocurrency?
Okay, blockchain technology is simply a digital ledger technology that is being used in the recording of information and transactions in such a way that it cannot be changed. The information being recorded on that ledger can be changed, cannot be hacked, cannot be tampered with. So at the beginning, the first blockchain that was launched in 2009 was the base for the transaction of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin. And as time evolved, blockchain left that level of just being used for cryptocurrency transactions to be used in other sectors of the economy, such as you can use it in the health sector, banking,
education,
governance, education, and much more, because of the simple fact of the transparency and the security of the information being recorded in that digital ledger. So blockchain basically is a base, like where those cryptocurrency transaction does takes place. So it's like the ledger where the transactions are being recorded. So blockchain keeps a record of all the transactions that is being carried out on that system, and the information is duplicated and distributed across an entire network of computers, which can be verified and it cannot be tampered with, as I've said.
What are the advantages, the benefits of carrying out financial transactions using the cryptocurrency?
Okay, today cryptocurrency transactions are much more cheaper than the transaction you would do in a bank. They are much more cheaper, they are fast, they are secured, and anybody can own a blockchain, that is a digital currency bank account, without necessarily going to a bank, without using your name, an ID card or a passport. So everybody owning a smartphone could own a blockchain, and that is some of the great advantages, because blockchain can bank the unbanked. It can bank everybody.
So now that seems quite easy, but is it? That seems quite easy. Is it that easy to just get into the digital market and start buying and selling using the cryptocurrency?
Basically,
what are the risks? Where the risks involved?
Basically, today, the risks involved in cryptocurrency are quite enormous. I must say that. And we have more than 5,000 cryptocurrencies. And investors and those interested in cryptocurrency don't even know, many people don't know which one to go to. But if somebody really want to get and start using cryptocurrency, you need to first of all understand what is the purpose of the cryptocurrency you want to use. What is the purpose of you using it? Is it to buy a particular goods and services? Is the seller of that goods and services accepting that cryptocurrency, doing a research on the particular cryptocurrency to understand its use case, its fundamentals are very important before you can say that you can get into the crypto market and start using cryptocurrency for the buy and purchase of goods and services, or trading cryptocurrency to make profit. So people need a basic understanding and deep research on each cryptocurrency before investing.
All right. Apart from a deep understanding and enough knowledge on the cryptocurrency trading, what else do you need to guard against scamming, being scammed on the internet, buying cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or whatever, and then at the end of the day discover that your money has gone in vain?
Okay, it is so unfortunate that and sad that within the past few years, a lot of individuals and fake companies have created investment schemes about blockchain, about Bitcoin investment, cryptocurrency investment, that end up scamming people out of their millions of francs CFA. And people that want to really trade, before you want to buy a cryptocurrency from somebody, you need to actually know the person who you are trading with, because the transaction can be traced. So if you decide to send me your cryptocurrency without knowing me, I run, you cannot catch me because you cannot trace me. And now people will have to use verified crypto exchanges to purchase, because they are exchanges like Binance, like KuCoin. They are verified exchanges where you can go. They are trustworthy, they are regulated in the US, where you can go and you purchase your cryptocurrency safely, or using organizations that are doing with cryptocurrency purchase and selling. So you need to be very careful to know the right individual you are dealing with, because if you lose your money in the crypto industry, it will be difficult to recover.
Now, the Central African countries have not yet adopted the cryptocurrency, and there was a plea today by the Director General of the Social Insurance Institution asking countries to adopt the cryptocurrency. Why is it that they are not adopting it? Is there an issue of illegality in the whole thing?
As you said, the Director General of CMPS today actually pledged in favor of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, because he knows exactly the potentials and what you can actually, the Central African zone can benefit from that. But now it all depends, because they cannot go ahead approving cryptocurrency without a deep knowledge into what they are approving.
All right,
so they will need researchers to give them go ahead, or they will need people that know the domain to actually give them that assurance that what they are going into is pretty good
and safe. Rene Rostam, digital entrepreneur, CEO of Pearl and Community Group of Companies. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for staying with us. That's it for today. La Presse Dispute comes up next, live from the nation's political capital, Yaoundé, and after that, Equinoxe. Stay with us.